And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
All aboard the mighty Sandworm, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to ride the dunes of Arrakis with the Film Box Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Muad'Dib Souza, joined by my good friends Connor Atreides and Sam Al-Gaib. And we're here to overthrow the Empire, free the Fremen, and bring you a mighty good time talking about all things movies. Gentlemen, how are you guys?
Well, good thing we're not talking about Dune this episode.
I took
all
my
aboard
headphones.
the Dune train, boys.
I took my headphones off as soon as you started, so I didn't hear a word you said.
Well, I named you Connor Atreides, and I said Sam Al-Gaib. So
That's kind of funny.
That one's a good one.
Muad'Dib.
All right. And I said Muad'Dib for me. So there we go. All right. So now I've totally derailed us already. We got a fun episode today. We're going to be doing an Avengers recast. So we're just doing like a full, I think we have 25 characters from the MCU that we're just going to recast into some pretty cool roles. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get into that, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately. Who wants to kick us off?
I'll go first.
You'll
so
go.
it's the last time we recorded, I watched a solid 2 films, but technically it's one film. I watched both Dune 1 and Dune Part 2.
There you go.
So short and sweet.
Best
Been
and
super
worst.
busy and stuff, so
Yeah,
I promise I'll
best
get
and
better. I
worst.
promise I'll get better.
Yeah. Well, I can go next. So I watched 5 movies since we last recorded. I saw Drive Away Dolls, the Ethan Coen film, which was okay. It was worse than I expected, which is kind of sad. I saw Dune 1 and Dune 2 in the same day. And Dune 2 might be the best movie I've ever seen upon further evaluation.
It's a good thing we did your tier list before you watched
Yeah, I
this
know,
movie,
right? Yep. And actually, that reminds me, I did have at least one glaring omission from my top 25 that I realized after. That I was like, what am I, an idiot? And that's Ocean's 11. So
I was going to say, you've talked
yeah.
so highly about that, trying to convince one of
I
your
don't
coworkers to
know.
watch it, and then you just...
I don't know how I missed it, but I did, and I am very upset. So, oh well. Grown-ups, goodbye. Welcome, Ocean's 11.
Nah, you don't get to live it
anyways.
down yet.
While I was trying to ride the high of Dune Part 2, I watched Spaceman, the new Adam Sandler movie, in space, and it was okay. It was very weird and very slow. And then in preparation for the 4th installment, I watched Kung Fu Panda. And I'm working on the other ones, but who knows when that's going to happen.
Well, you said you were going to go see 4 today after we record,
Yeah.
so you might gotta speed watch them like on the drive.
I'm watching them right now as we record. Connor, what about you?
I'll be quick. I've seen 7 movies like you guys. I did a Dune doubleheader in one day. I watched Barry Lyndon, The Taste of Things, Ricky Stenicki, Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate.
You watched that?
I watched it in the sense that I started it, saw what type of movie it was, and then I just walked away. I didn't even turn it off. I just walked away. I started doing other things.
Nice.
And then I watched The Barber of Little Rock. It's one of the nominated short documentaries. It's very good. But that's it. I don't know about you guys, but after seeing Dune 2, movies just aren't the same.
Dude, I feel the same. I've literally been like, I spent legitimate time this past week trying to like research like movies that will give me that same feeling as Dune.
That same high.
Because I need it.
What you felt with Grown Ups is what I felt with Dune 2.
Please don't put that out there. That's not in the canon.
Yikes.
You said it. You said it.
No, I did not. I did not.
Well,
man.
on the Dune topic, shout out. I have his name is @BatsDune on Twitter. He's seen it 13 times. He just like posts like once a day, like round 13 IMAX.
Jesus, I mean, worth it, but Jesus.
He's funding Dune Messiah, which you can't see it from this angle. I did buy the books after seeing Dune 2 as well.
Nice. I am going to get posters of Dune and put it up on my wall back here. I'm going to keep decorating the wall. But yes,
it's good.
Dune Part 2 is a revelation, and I cannot wait to see it again.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about, instead of movies that are really great, let's talk about movies that might be great, but also made us cry with our 30 pods of movies.
Nice segue.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dune 2 made me cry. Just working Dune 2 in every bit we do now.
Hell yeah. All right. So I guess I can start. I've got 2 picks. The first one is from not last year, but 2 years ago now at this point. It's The Whale. Watch The Whale. The ending of The Whale makes me tear up. But the most recent one that made me cry was Waitress the Musical.
What?
Somehow.
I'm surprised you didn't
It's
say Grown
so
Ups.
good. Dude,
You're
gotta
crying
watch
at the
it.
beauty.
It was actually very like touching at the end of the movie, and it just I had tears. I had tears.
You're the type of guy who definitely says bravissimo at the end.
No, I'll
Bravissimo.
tell you what. I every time I go to a theater and it's a big movie event, at the end of the movie people clap, and if I'm with Em, I look over to Em and be like, "Stop fucking clapping." I hate when people clap at the
Yeah,
end
I
of movies.
also hate that. It's like when the plane lands and people clap.
Oh,
It's like, what did you?
did
You
your
guys
job,
did your job.
yay!
Congrats. Yeah, yeah. So you did your job. Congrats. When I enter a program and I don't expect people around me to just start clapping, like, way to go, man.
like it would be one thing if like Denis Villeneuve showed up and was like, "Thanks, guys, this is my movie."
I'd do
be
more
like,
than clap.
I'd like be like all over it, but when it's just like a bunch of fucking randoms, don't clap.
It's like the Taylor Swift movie when everyone like got up, they're dancing, and then as the movie ended, they all like lined up like underneath the screen, and they like took bows. Like, sit your goofy asses down.
Weird. Anyways, so those are 2 movies that made me cry.
Right.
I'll go next because I have like 4 that I want to shout out. Specific moments too. So number 1, Good Will Hunting. The "It's Not Your Fault" scene, without fail, I will start crying. From this past year, The Iron Claw. Two parts hit me. One, when Jeremy Allen White picks up the little kid and he's like, "I guess you're my big brother."
Spoilers.
Done. Sorry.
The movie's been out for like 3 months now, so
Yeah, it's on streaming. I think you can watch it. It's so good, so sad. And then also when Zac Efron is like, "I guess I'm not a brother anymore," and his kids say, "We'll be your brother's dad." I wanted to put my head through a fucking wall. And then 2 animated movies. Yeah. Fox and the Hound, because that popped up on my on my TikTok. Dude, when she leaves the fox in the
I know
woods,
exactly. I was gonna say I know the exact moment. that
oh
you're
my god,
saying.
I am inconsolable. And then Iron Giant, when he sacrifices himself and he's like, "Superman."
Spoilers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when Vin Diesel kills
20-year-old
himself,
movie.
I start crying.
Family. It's all about family, guys.
Family. Superman.
We are Groot. Sorry.
All right, so I'll go. I also have 4 picks.
Nice.
I had 3, but then Aaron, you remind me of the whale, so that was my honorable mention. In third place, I also have the Iron Claw. And
Wow.
when-
I knew that was going to be on your guys' list.
I was gonna say when he was on the boat and he sees his brothers on the dock,
Oh, yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, that hug he gave was like, I wanted to kill myself. That's how sad it was.
Yeah. And my runner-up is also an animated film, and it's the movie Soul. So the ending is just every time that the when they're in that space on that like the conveyor belt to whatever it is, that every time it shows it. But number one movie that makes me cry is Schindler's List.
Schindler's
Shitter's List.
Schindler's List.
Shingles list.
Yep.
We should not be joking about this movie.
No.
No.
Schindler's List.
Yes.
Good picks. All right.
yeah.
Connor, let's do our movie grid.
Yes,
Stop
sir.
talking about movies that make us cry.
Yes, sir, Bob. Today we got a little theme for today. We got a Skarsgård movie grid.
Oh, baby.
Our columns are one-word titles, 3 or more word titles, and released from 2000 to 2024. And our rows are Stellan, Alexander, and Bill Skarsgård.
Should we do it? Should we put Dune 2 down?
Everyone's putting Dune 2. Or Dune. Let's do...
Well, good. We could do Good Will Hunting. It's going to be very up there, but...
I mean, I honestly, I don't know if it's just like still with the Dune where like movies just aren't the same anymore. It's kind of like the grid. Like I just want to get the 100%. I don't care about the still
it's only
18%.
18.
Do you want to do Thor?
So does that mean we do put Dune 2?
Well,
Thor
I was gonna say
on
we
one of
do
them.
Nymphomaniacs because
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one for one word title.
yeah, because I remember us talking about it, or I was listening back to a podcast where we talked about how it was Mia Goth. I think it's volume 1. Oh wait, that's not. Oh, thank God. As soon as I hit it, I was like, wait, that's 3 words. But no, I think the volume 1 doesn't count.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do
right.
we want to do like Thor?
What else has Stellan been in?
He's been in
I mean,
Thor.
he was in Avengers very, very briefly. That's not a bad pick.
He's also in Mamma Mia too.
Oh,
Mamma Mia too.
That's a good one.
1 and 2. Ha ha
Um,
ha. That's the only really things I know him. And he was
Let's
in.
do-
I think he was in
whatever you
Andor.
say.
Dune
I'm
2.
I was gonna say I thought he had a Star Wars, but he was in Andor as a TV show.
Dune 2.
I'm not doing Dune 2. That's gonna be the most popular. Dune 1
course.
instead. No. Well, let's do the Avengers.
Dune Messiah. Wait.
Now you maybe. No spoilers.
Aaron, I swear if this is over 20%.
It's
no
gonna be
way.
like Dune is the number 1. The Avengers. 8%.
Oh, that's not bad.
All right.
Yeah. Well, because he was only in it for like a couple minutes. All right. For Bill Skarsgård, do we want to do for one word? We could do barbarian.
I was literally typing it.
I was gonna say because I think it's gonna be a top one on that one.
19%. Not bad.
19.
Alexander
I don't
Skarsgård,
really know.
wasn't he in The Northman and Legend of Tarzan? Did we talk
Infinity
about that?
Pool.
Yes, he was in Legend of Tarzan. I'll say we'll use that for the 3 word. For 2024, I'm doing Infinity Pool.
I like that.
Oh, that's literally half. God damn it.
I don't like that.
I don't.
I don't like that.
Legend of Tarzan. First 3 word or more. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yikes.
I really don't
feel
like
better
that.
now. I feel better now.
Yikes.
But like I said, I don't care. And then we could do the Northman.
That's probably gonna be high too.
100%. 70%.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Is he just
we
not
got
in a
that.
ton of movies?
I don't know. We'll have to check it after.
Apparently.
Like, I know he's big. He was big in Succession, but Bill. Does The Crow count? Because he's in the remake, and I did try it when
I
I
don't
was.
think it's out.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter. So if we do, because we could do Boy Kills World. Oh, maybe not. But I did do it for a couple movies that were coming out this year. I don't want to do it now. I take it back. What else has he been in?
He was in John Wick Chapter 4. He was
He was in
villain
John Wick
guy.
Chapter 4. But is it going to be the
He was
same
in
thing?
He was in Eternals too, I think, right?
No.
No, he was a villain,
no.
yeah.
Yeah, he was the
Oh,
villain.
he was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eternals will do. Wow, 2.2%.
2.2. Wow. All right, one more.
Oh, you know what he was in that I remember? The Devil of All Time. That's
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
That
The
was
devil
the one
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Devil-
Tom Holland, right?
yeah, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson.
I think Sebastian Stan's in it too.
Oh,
The Devil all the time.
the guy that plays Dudley.
7.1.
Harry Melling. He's also.
Harry Melling.
Yep. Look at middle row. We got.
we nailed the middle row.
Well, I looked up Alexander Skarsgård, and on his thing it said for like his top movies and TV shows, it said Succession, Legend of Tarzan, The Northman, and Infinity Pool.
Nice.
It's like, oh, okay.
we could have done Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, we
I
got
forgot
didn't
he was
know
in that one.
there.
He was the main guy at that time. Yeah, I literally went
the
down
fact. Can I'm gonna open Movie Grid real quick
while you do
because the
that.
fact that Stellan Skarsgård, Dune, Part 2, 16%. It was actually better than Good Will Hunting.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
So Stellan across the board, Dune 1 word, Good Will Hunting 3 word, and Mamma Mia for 21st Century. And then we nailed Alexander Skarsgård, Northman, Legend of Tarzan, and Infinity Pool. Bill, it was It for 1 word, It Chapter 2 for 3 words, and then Barbarian for 2000 to 2024. So
Nice.
top 9%. Way to go, boys.
Nice. So before we get into this next part, which we're gonna do a full recast of the MCU, I just want to talk about this real quick because it's really funny. Do you guys know who Hideo Kojima is?
Hideo.
Hideki Okojima.
He is a very
video game.
famous
No, I do
game.
know.
Oh yeah,
His
yeah.
He's a
review-
very
his Twitter
famous game
reviews.
developer. Yes.
Yep,
He's a very famous game developer, known most for creating Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding.
Yep.
And he writes, he posts about when he sees movies on Twitter.
I think I saw this.
So you can tell when he likes movies and when he doesn't like movies because he never says anything bad about things.
I'm gonna
but
see
he
because
always
someone did post like a cheat sheet, like, oh, Jared Judy got traded. Cool.
he's so he posts, he always like, he'll praise a movie and write it this if he really likes it, and then if he doesn't really like it, he just says that he watches it. It's basically like the cheat sheet here. And so he saw Dune and he goes, watch Dune Part 2, and it says all this amazing stuff about it. It blew me away. It transformed movies, whatever. And then like 3 days earlier, he had posted, watch Madam Web.
I saw.
That was it.
It's so funny because when it's translated, it says, "I saw quote Madam Web at the theater." But to be
so
fair,
good.
he also he wrote a long one for Argyle, and that's been making the rounds on Twitter. Some of the action pieces. It
CGI was
looks
terrible.
Yeah, some of the action just looks bad.
It was not good.
But it's creative. I'll give it that.
There you go. But I just thought it was really funny. Like, you see him be like, Dune 2 was transcendent piece of cinema, and it was so good, and blah, 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 blah. And then I saw Madam Web.
So, the other movies that have received a one-sentence review for him, The Marvels, Indiana Jones 5,
Yeesh.
Super Mario Bros., Captain Marvel.
Oh.
This man just hates Captain Marvel. Pacific Rim 2, The Mummy, the 2017 version, Jumanji 2, Fantastic Beasts 2, and 65.
Yeah, makes sense.
He also did. There's a follow up: Black Panther and Dark Phoenix. So interesting.
Interesting. It's just very funny. I think it's very funny. Anyways, let's get into this recast.
The meat and potatoes.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go down the list. Actually, I want to open up. Let me just open up that
we
the
can just say
spreadsheet
we
that
can
you
just say
shared
this
with
is
us, and we can.
This is Infinity Saga, MCU.
Yeah,
Not
so we
the
have
new ones.
25 characters.
Yeah, we didn't pick them all, just because
That would
there's
take
so
fucking
many.
forever.
Yeah. And we even
we-
in here we still had to cut it down.
Yeah. But we did try and do our best to cast them, and we're going to kind of explain our thoughts a little bit as we fill them in here. So, first off, we're going to kick it off with the hero, or the basically what you can say is the main character of the MCU, and that's Iron Man. So, who wants to go first with their casting?
I'll go first.
All right. So, we'll go Connor, me, and then Sam.
Oh man, okay, that's fine.
It's just the order I wrote it in the sheet. My pick, Matt Bomer.
Okay.
He's first off a gorgeous dude. Second, but he looks like he could be a businessman. He looks like he could have a little fun on the side. But at the end of the day, I think the kind of like the ego that like Robert Downey Jr. and this is like it's so hard because that's just Iron Man is just Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, right.
And it's not like we're trying to replace him, but it's just like, what if it started fresh right now? And
Right.
I think
who could play that kind of character?
he's got the face that could lead it. So Matt Bomer's my pick.
Interesting. My pick is Oscar Isaac. And he just has that look about it. Like, he can play a billionaire, and he can play this, this kind of cocky dude, but also, like, incredibly intelligent and also can kick some ass. So, and he's certainly a leading man. And I know he was, what's-his-face in the MCU already, but
Moon Knight.
scrapping it, and we've got Oscar Isaac leading as Iron Man.
I think I tried very hard to not reuse people.
Me too. Almost all of my people have not been in the MCU before.
I think I got one.
All right, Sam.
All right, so my reasoning behind Iron Man / Tony Stark is you need to have somebody with a nutsack of steel and walks into a room and just like slaps his dick on the table and just because he's there. So my pick for Iron Man is
it John Hamm?
It's Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, that's an interesting pick.
That's a good
Connor,
one.
I can see your Thor pick.
God
by
damn
the
it. We'll get there.
If you ever seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan in Walking Dead as Negan, then you know what I mean. He's a little on the older side, but I think he'll be Doom.
Yeah. No, I like that. All right. Next, we've got Captain America. Connor, what do you got?
I picked son of legendary action star. Oop, wrong button. I picked Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Most recently,
Interesting.
he was Golden Boy on Gen V. I don't know. I feel like I wanted someone a bit younger, but he like in that show he's like literally the Golden Boy that everyone is like chasing him to be number 2. So I like him there.
Yeah, that's a good pick. My pick, also very, very good-looking man, but also has the ability to kick some major ass. It's Richard Madden.
Oh,
I like that.
Famously
that pick, yeah.
not
That's-
American.
Yeah. Well, you'll be
But-
happy with my next pick too. So.
I mean, I'll tell you what, Richard Madden, he's got the looks, he's got the charm, he's got the kick-assery, he's just got everything that you want.
it's so funny that you said you didn't reuse any characters, and your first two are guys who already existed.
Yep.
I know, right? I know. But it's okay. It's okay.
All right,
Sam, what do you got?
So my Captain America, I think this is probably the most popular pick, and he's actually rumored to be Captain Britain.
Chris Evans.
Nope.
Henry.
And it's Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly thought you were when you were hyping up Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I thought you were gonna put Henry Cavill in.
I mean, also a nice, good-looking man. So
Yeah, well, there
we are
you go.
6 for 6 on good-looking dudes.
Yes, we are, and it's about to keep
It's
going.
about to be 7 for 7. Next up is
No,
Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk. Connor, what you got?
So I wanted someone who could portray like the nerdier side because a lot of it's CGI once he's the Hulk, so it doesn't matter. My pick, Dev Patel.
Oh, I was. You know what?
Okay.
He was on my list. He's
I
on
saw,
the list.
I
but
saw
got-
him in one picture in a lab coat, like from the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. He plays a doctor, and I was like, "That's him. That's
Yeah.
my Bruce Banner."
Now, I went on the same sort of vein. I still wanted a guy who looked like he could kick some ass, but also a guy that could look really good in a lab coat. And my pick is Josh Hartnett.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah. Josh Hartnett is, I mean, did it in
renaissance.
Oppenheimer, played the smart guy in Oppenheimer, but also in the stupid Jason Statham one, Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. He was semi-action star as well. He can do a bit of both. So Josh Hartnett.
Way to not use a Marvel actor on that one. Congrats.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that Oscar Isaac and Richard Madden were in Marvel properties.
Nice. That's how much Eternals and Moon Knight matter to
Moon
you.
Knight met to you.
Yeah.
All right, so my Hulk pick is a lesser-known actor, but he goes by the name of Dominic Purcell. So he plays I forget his name, but he's in CW's DC universe, the CW verse, with like Arrow, Flash, DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So he's on the more buffer side. So I kind of went that route, not rather than the smart route, but I think he could definitely pull off being that scientist also.
Interesting. I like it.
All right,
Connor, I think
Connor?
you're muted.
Thank you.
Something happened. Yeah, there you go.
No, because I was taking my hoodie off. I didn't want to like you hear all the rustle.
All the
But-
Russell.
I was saying how I like when you look him
this
up.
movie. This isn't Up. The
What?
movie Up. Never mind.
Ah,
Russell.
ha, ha.
All right.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
When
We'll save
you
the dad
look
jokes
him
for
up-
last.
Yeah. The main things are Noah Cyrus and Tish Cyrus.
Yep.
Because they're both dating him, I guess. Which is a fun family
Wild.
dynamic.
Wild. Anyways, next we've got Thor, the God of Thunder himself. Connor, what's your pick for Thor?
So I literally changed it as we were talking. Just because I'm switching it to Alexander Skarsgård.
Ah, interesting.
Because
Okay.
he's played it before, essentially, with the Northmen. Like, he's played, like, the...
Yeah, I can see
just,
that.
the Viking. In Legend of Tarzan, you know, he's got, like, the more animalistic rituals. And he's Swedish, so I feel like...
Yeah,
I'm in the
that
right
works.
vein there.
That works. My pick for Thor is Charlie Hunnam.
Oh, interesting.
And so if you don't know Charlie Hunnam, Sons of Anarchy, the gentleman kind of action guy. When you put him in a beard, he looks like a Norse. I mean, it reminds me very much of like a Skarsgård kind of Viking type dude. From the UK, so that works. And it also goes along with my Loki pick later on, so we'll get to that. But yeah, Charlie Hunnam I think would do, and he's just like an action guy, man. He's got it all.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so if my God of Thunder pick is none other than Alan Richardson.
Man, you're going with some deep cuts, Sam. Sam's got some deep
That's
cuts.
that castle.
Yeah.
Bad Castle.
I will say this: he's going to show up somewhere else for me.
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh, I think I have an idea.
Yeah, is it kind of obvious? I feel
I
like
think it's kind of obvious.
Black Widow.
Captain Marvel, man. No explanation needed.
Nope.
Hawkeye.
My pick, little known guy. Sam, you probably know him. Boyd Holbrook. I saw him in The Predators, the 2018 version. He was one of the bad guys in the latest Indiana Jones. But
Interesting.
you look at a picture of him and you look at like a picture of what Hawkeye looks in the comics. So similar. Plus, I like his range enough where I think he can carry a bit more of more emotions as well as just being a dead shot.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about a guy who can bring some emotion and some physicality and also some, he's got the skills, the action skills. My pick is Sam Claflin.
Ooh.
Famously of Hunger Games. But
And Love Rosie.
He'd bring a lot of depth to the character as he does in a few of his roles that I think Hawkeye definitely needs. So, and he's not gonna like take up the spotlight.
No.
Okay, so my pick for Hawkeye is he plays another superhero in the DC universe, and it is pause for dramatic effect. Sorry, I'm screwed up.
Alan Richardson.
It is Stephen Amell.
Ooh, interesting.
So he plays, for those who don't know,
Wasn't he a scab?
He is a scab.
Yeah, he is a scab.
he plays.
That's okay.
Whatever. He plays Green Arrow. In so I think he's already that Archer type best.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I like it. Sorry, I did not mean to shit on Stephen Amell, but
Well, I mean, listen. Kind of deserves it.
he's a scab. But it's okay.
Yeah, it's so funny to see like the one day he was like, I don't think we really need the union. I don't know why we're picketing, and then the next day, like his PR agent must have been like, dude, you fucked up, because there's just like so many pictures of him like with the protest signs. Like, yeah, someone told him that he needed, if he wants to work again, he's gotta
really work hard. Anyways, our first female pick, Black Widow, is coming up on the list.
I picked Alicia Vikander.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah,
That is a very good pick.
she was in the Tomb Raider movie. I want to say, Tomb Raider, Ex Machina, Born, Man from U.N.C.L.E. She can easily handle the action.
Yep. Speaking of someone who can handle action and is most famous for a role as a spy, my pick is Jodie Comer. Known for playing an assassin spy in Killing Eve. I think she'd be really good in that kind of role and has oozes that essence of like what a Black Widow would be. I'm waiting for our first when we two people do the same pick.
It'll come up. I'm so sure of it.
I'm sure that at least one of them will.
There's gotta
There's
be
too many.
for my Black Widow pick, this kind of goes with my previous pick because she also stars in the show Arrow. She plays Black Canary, so it's Katie Cassidy.
Interesting. We're
so
doing like a DC swap here.
Yeah, pretty much. We got Superman. We got.
I love it.
Wait, she was in
We got-
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, she was one of the.
Was she the
I think she was
first one to go?
the chick that lived, right? No.
Yeah, no. She was the one who, she was Chris, the one who gets killed, like the iconic one of her floating against the ceiling.
That's right.
I didn't know that was her. Interesting. The more you know.
All right. Well, next we've got the man himself, Nick Fury, the iconic leader of the Avengers Initiative.
So with my pick, I was thinking to one of my favorite movies, Black Adam, about how
Don't say
a certain
That was not the phrase I was expecting to hear today.
a phrase said only once in existence. Not even
By Dwayne Johnson.
not even The Rock has said it. I picked Pierce Brosnan,
Oh, interesting.
the old Silver Fox himself. Like I feel like he's got like that presence about him where it's like, you know, he is like on the older side, but like the way he talks is like, oh, I will do whatever this man says. And I feel like he's got a little sneakiness to him where it's like he can do all the behind the scenes stuff that maybe isn't as approved of.
I like it.
Nice.
My pick is on the same vein, although my pick is more known for playing kind of like the inverse of what a Nick Fury would be, kind of like on the evil side more often than not in his career, but definitely can do it. My pick is Giancarlo Esposito. And he played the leader of Vought in The Boys. He's he was in
The Mandalorian.
what's up? Mandalorian. He was in Breaking Bad. Like he's just got that kind of he's known more for playing villains, but he could do it. He could play a good guy. 100%.
So I focused more on like the spy Fury, like still being able to do spy stuff, and
Interesting.
none other than the one and only Denzel.
Yeah, well,
Whoa.
it's a good pick. Can't get mad with a good Denzel pick.
Nope.
No. That's a good one.
All right. Next on the list, we've got Black Panther.
So, my pick, I don't know if you guys have really heard of him. Damson Idris.
Not a clue.
He's in Snowfall, that's like his most known project, I'd say.
Oh, he was in Outside the Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He feels like he could don the mask very well and handle all the physicality and the fighting. Which it is funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
Him
I
and
can see that.
Idris or Elba have no relation.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
My pick is more known, but known more for a different major franchise, and that's John Boyega.
I see.
I
Oh.
love John Boyega. This man can do no wrong. He's awesome.
He was great in
And
They Clone
I think
Tyrone.
I think he'd do really good in Black Panther, like as that role.
For my pick, I picked Mahershala Ali.
It's another really good pick.
Though can't really say much
Bit
more.
older?
A bit
Can't say
older,
much more
but
about
I
him.
think he can still pull it off.
Oh, he's gonna be Blade,
Yeah, I
so
agree.
he could definitely. Oh, he's 50. Wow,
Yeah,
would not be able to
he
tell.
could still do it. He could still do it though, for
Oh,
sure. All right, next we got the Scarlet Witch.
So this one was tough because I really wanted to pick like an actual Romani actress, instead of just having someone do an accent for like a show and then forget how to do it. But I ended up picking Olivia Cook.
Man, you were really setting that one up.
Like, when you look at her, she's like perfect for the role, but she's British. She's not.
That was good. That was good.
And she's got like the nice red hair. I think she would look the part.
Yeah. My pick, I did try and also go foreign. Someone who's got, kind of an accent already and can really step into that role. My pick is Léa Seydoux. I think would fit that role pretty well. I mean, she's got the talent for it, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I think she could step into that role.
All right, and then my Scarlet Witch pick. She's not that well known. Mainly, she became more well known in the latest Witcher series, and that's Anya Chalotra. I think that's how you say it.
Oh yeah.
She
Who
plays Yennefer.
Yes, that's a good pick.
So she already plays
like
that.
that.
She already plays that like witch, and like that has like this unlimited power. So I could see her pulling that off.
No, that's a good pick. I like it. On to Vision, and I swear to God, if we don't have the same answer on Vision,
Oh gosh,
There's no shot we do. Well, because
I don't think so.
I know I just sounded so like iffy on Scarlet Witch, but I think this is like the one I was like, I guess. Like, my reasoning is paper thin. I picked Eddie Redmayne specifically for the face.
Interesting.
Just
That's an
like
interesting pick.
I don't. His voice is like, he doesn't have like the booming voice I kind of wanted, but like he's got like a very sharp face, like jawline wise, and I was like, you know what, we could dub it if we need to.
Well, you missed out, sir, because the obvious pick for Vision, is Matt Smith.
You know what? He's coming up soon. He's coming up soon.
Wait, he's
okay.
coming up for me soon too.
I hope it's the same one. I hope it's the same one.
Oh no.
Yeah, Matt Smith is like, he is the Doctor. He is literally like, he could play Vision inside and out.
The Doctor.
Yeah,
you say.
okay.
The Doctor, you say?
Oh man,
Doctor. My pick is. Oh, fuck me. Sorry.
Whoa!
All right.
All right, my pick is Michael Fassbender.
Interesting.
That's a good one. Honestly, that's probably who I should have picked.
Fuck Matt Smith, but
Well, I mean, that's like the perfect blend of having like a super sharp face and also like a good voice to go with it.
yeah, that's fair.
That's why
That's fair.
more of the face thing. So
Yeah,
I think he
Yeah,
was good
no,
with
that's
that
good.
monotone, with like being like Magneto and stuff like that. And after seeing him in The Killer, I think with that monotone thing,
Yeah.
I think that's really good too.
Yep, I like it. All right, Bucky, the Winter Soldier.
This is the one I'm the happiest with.
I think
Because-
this, honestly, I think this is my best one.
we might have the same one because there are some videos going out because he's training for Heat 2. Austin Butler.
Okay.
I was trying to fit him in somewhere here.
Literally, I was like, man, like I want to get some of the Dune 2 people in somewhere, and I think I literally that's it. That was my thought process. But and they do pop up a bit later. But literally, I saw the video of him like doing the gun training, and he was reloading like smoother than like the person training him, and I was like, oh, that's like a cold-blooded assassin. And then Dune 2, like the knife fights. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck yeah.
No, I like that. And if I hadn't have already chosen my pick, Austin Butler is a very, very
Plus,
solid
I'm pretty sure him and Patrick are similar in age. Oh no, maybe not. I didn't know Austin Butler was 32.
Well, rip. My pick
Close enough.
for Bucky is Dane DeHaan.
Ooh.
And because he's got that kind of imposing, like, very unsettling look to him.
Oh.
It's not necessarily like imposing, like I'm going to like mess you up, but it's
Dane
very
DeHaan, I'm
unsettling.
pretty sure he's a small guy.
Yeah. No, it's very unsettling, but he would work for sure as like Soldier Bucky and then put a beard on him and get him as like Winter Soldier. I think it could work.
Yeah, he's 5'8".
Yeah. Doesn't have to be big physically imposing. He just has to he has that look about him.
Nice. I think this is also one of my favorite picks that I picked for Bucky. And he goes by the name of Jensen Ackles.
You know what? That's another guy I was trying to fit on here.
You know what?
It's a good one.
That too with yours, I think they gotta be close in age to the point, like, because that's the whole thing. Like you gotta pair the friends, and I did look it up. Patrick is 30, Austin Butler's 32, still works.
Yep.
I knew what I was doing.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Well, let's see. Dane DeHaan is 38. Richard Madden
He's gotta be in his 30s too.
is 37. So
Yeah, perfect.
bam, nailed it.
look at
Nailed
this
it.
So, next up, Ant-Man. And let me tell you who I almost put, and then I saw that he was much older than I expected.
Oh gosh.
I was gonna put Adam Scott here because
Yeah.
I feel like he could do that perfectly. And then I saw he's 50, and I was like, man,
Wait,
It's-
Adam Scott's 50?
you don't
Oh
realize like
jeez.
wait, so him and he's 50.
What?
He
That's
looks
wild.
tremendous for his age.
Give me whatever he's got. Anyways, who's your real pick?
My real pick is Jonathan Groff.
I thought we were gonna have the same one.
Damn.
You started with that J, and I was like, oh.
Oh no, I loved him in Mindhunter. I liked him more than I thought in Knock at the Cabin too. I just like him as a dude. Put him in there. I like seeing all like the TikToks about him, like Daniel Radcliffe. I think Quinta Brunson was a part of him too. He just seems like a fun guy.
Yep. No, I can agree with that. My pick is Jack Quaid. And I think more so because he can bring out the humor of Ant-Man in a real, like, very similar to what Paul Rudd could do. Like, when you look at Paul Rudd, he doesn't scream action star, but he's funny, and he can like encompass that role. That's the same thing that I get from Jack Quaid. Like, he might not be like your stereotypical action star, but he's got the looks, the charm, the funny to be able to play an Ant-Man. Like, he couldn't do Captain America. No way. But he could do Ant-Man.
His humor too, it very much is like I'm someplace I'm not supposed to, and like things are out of my control, and I feel like that's great. That's a good pick.
That's Ant-Man. Thank you.
Nice. I also was trying to get some humor into my Ant-Man pick. So I picked Glenn Howerton.
Howerton.
Man, that's a good one.
So if you ever seen him in It's Always Sunny, you know what I mean.
Blackberry, he's awesome, man.
Blackberry, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you just imagine him like ranting? He gets caught and he's just like screaming at the police.
Oh, that's a good one. Now we've got Wasp, the foil, basically, to Ant-Man.
So this is why this is what made me look up Adam Scott's age. Even though they're close enough where it wouldn't be a problem, and this is my one recycling, I picked Gemma Chan.
Interesting.
I just like her a lot.
Yeah, no, that's a good pick.
What was she, Cersei in the Eternals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Not bad. If you're going to recycle, Gemma Chan's not a bad one. My pick, I tried to go with someone similar in age and, like, who could be an antithesis to the wacky Jack Quaid. And my pick is Kristen Stewart.
Oh,
Also, I wanted to put Kristen Stewart in a Marvel movie.
Man loves
go.
Adventureland.
I don't know. I get that, like, very intelligent, very, like, stoic foil to like a wacky Ant-Man kind of character, which is exactly what Wasp is.
Yeah. Mine is Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick.
Interesting. She's gonna break out into song.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll turn Ant-Man and the Wasp into a musical. No, I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. All right, we got Spider-Man.
This is the other one I was also super excited about.
I think we might
I'm
have the
excited
same
about
one. We
this
might
one.
have the same ones.
We definitely will not. Maybe. So at
No?
first I was
Okay.
gonna pick Gabriel LaBelle from the Fablemans.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
yeah,
has
yeah.
that unassuming look, but my pick, because I just saw. I'll tell you who it is first. It's Jack Champion.
Oh.
You might know him
Interesting.
as what's his name, Spider from Avatar: The Way of Water. He was
Never saw
also.
it, so
You never saw The Way of Water?
no, I didn't
Oh,
want to
what?
see The Way of Water.
Hold up.
Wait, why are we just knowing about this now? A year and a half after it came out.
This movie
Yeah, I
was
just never
nominated for
wanted to see it.
Sure.
I never wanted to see it. Anyways,
But yeah, I saw on his Instagram, he posted a video of him boxing. I was like, holy shit, this kid's got hands. And plus he's 19, which he was in Scream 6, which was when I first realized who he was. And yeah, I was like, yeah, this is my Spider-Man. He could handle the action. He could handle the dorkiness. He's it. And he's young enough too.
I like that. My pick definitely did not get echoed by your picks. I did dip into the Stranger Things pool for this one,
Oh,
but not in the way you think.
I
Not
swear
in
to
the way
God.
you think, though.
Did you do Miles
Not
Morales?
in the way you think. I did do a Miles Morales
Okay.
pick, and I went
Okay,
Caleb
okay.
McLaughlin.
That's fine.
Who
I
is
will accept it.
very
Wolfhard.
talented.
I thought you were gonna say Finn Wolfhard, or
I knew
Or
you
Joe
were.
Keery.
I knew you were.
I was
Joe Keery.
I was listening back to the when you guys did the Fantastic Four casting, and you picked Finn Wolfhard as the Mr. Fantastic.
Yes, I did.
Like-
no, I picked him. I picked him as Johnny
Johnny
Storm.
Storm.
Oh, okay, never
even
mind.
worse.
Even worse.
No, Caleb McLaughlin is very talented. He's the perfect age to play Miles Morales. And he's got that nerd. He's got that cool. He's got all of it wrapped into one, and he can do it. So I feel pretty confident about that pick.
All right, and then my pick. He's a little on the older side, but I think he could still play that high school / college student. And speaking of Dune again, my boy Timothy C.
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as you said he's a little older, I was like, it's Timothy. I almost chose him for my Spider-Man. If I was doing a white Spider-Man, if I was doing Peter Parker, it would have been Timothy Chalamet.
No, it's so funny because I was thinking about it. It's like first he stole Zendaya, and now he's stealing his gig.
His role. That's hilarious. I love that. No, that's a good pick. I mean, he's just leading man all over. All right, next, Doctor Strange. I think this is where we're alluding to.
Whoopsie. Yeah, no, this is it's the doctor himself, Matt Smith.
the doctor himself.
The doctor himself.
What more can I say? Have sex.
Yeah.
Have sex.
Well, my pick, I went in a similar vein, but since I already did Matt Smith earlier, I wanted to get another person who kind of oozes that Benedict Cumberbatch vibe. That's Adrian Brody.
That's not the vibe I get from him at all.
It's the vibe I get from him.
See, I thought
can do it.
my pick was also pretty bold, but they're
Are you serious?
No way!
I also picked Adrian Brody for Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Wow.
I can't believe. I thought it was for
Yep.
sure Matt Smith coming out.
Nope. Wow.
Wow.
I also picked Adrian
I thought
Brody.
we were in
thought-
sync. Damn.
I know where he's going, Matt Smith. Though I know
for
exactly
sure.
where
Do
it's
you
coming.
think where I'm going? Do you know where I'm putting him?
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
good.
Oh, wow, Adrian Brody. Wow, I did not expect that.
I did not expect that from you either, but
Nice.
I'm good with it.
All right. Well, obviously we know our Doctor Strange. All right, Captain Marvel. Who do you
So-
got?
My pick is Yvonne Strahovski. She was in the Tomorrow War. She's blonde. She can handle action roles. She was also in Dexter for a while. And The Handmaid's Tale.
I like that.
I think she fits the vibe, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with Brie Larson. I want to say that
Yeah, no.
first and foremost, because a lot of people hate her. A lot of people whose opinions I don't respect.
Yep. So for me, there's a few things that led to this pick. One, I wanted to pick someone who's known for playing a leading woman in a major franchise and can handle the hate that someone like Captain Marvel has brought. And also completing the trifecta that I've got going on here.
Oh no.
It's Daisy Ridley. Daisy Ridley. I mean, played Rey. I already have John Boyega and Oscar Isaac in my list.
Yep.
And I realized that after the fact that I did that. But I like the pick though. She can handle a leading role like that, and she kind of, Rey gives me the same vibes as like a Captain Marvel. And she did well in that role, so I feel it.
What, becoming a Force user without any training? Sorry. Sorry.
The writing was bad. The writing.
I know. I'm not blaming her. I don't blame the actors unless they really do a shitty job, but...
Madam Web. What?
What?
We were all thinking it.
Yeah, we were all
might as
thinking
well
it.
say it. But I'm glad Aaron said it, so if you're upset that anyone said it, be mad at him.
Yeah, well, I'll take it.
My pick for Captain Marvel is also a blonde and also stars in multiple action movies, and it's Charlize Theron.
It's a good pick. I almost went with her.
Pick.
It's a very good pick. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, Falcon.
So I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm double dipping from my favorite movie, Black Adam. Another man who's familiar with flight. I'm taking Aldous Hodge.
Okay,
Cannot
that's a good
believe that is a sentence that you just said.
You know how in football they have scoregamis, which is it's the first time in history that a score has been recorded. That is a phraseogamy. That's the first time that phrase has ever been said.
Yep.
Probably be the last. But Aldous Hodge, I thought he was also pretty funny in Marmalade, which I just saw this year with Joe Keery. So that's my pick, Aldous.
I like that. I'm less confident on my pick, but I feel like, this guy has the potential, but he needs to live up to the potential to play in this role. And my pick is Lakeith Stanfield. And I'm just not sure if he has it in him, but I feel like the potential's there. And I was between him and John David Washington on this one.
That's a good one.
Okay.
But I like the Lakeith Stanfield pick.
Well, I'm gonna copy Aaron again.
Are you serious?
And not
No way.
not pick Lakeith.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
However, I picked John Boyega.
Oh, yes.
That's a good one.
John Boyega. Yes. I swear, I was like, man, did I really nail Lakeith Stanfield in this role? All right, we've got Loki, the antithesis to Thor.
This one, I feel maybe we overlap here because this is as soon as he was brought back to my attention, I was like, that's fucking Loki. Ewan Rian.
Oh,
Yes, I see that reaction.
there you go.
Yeah, he played the little shit in or not the little shit. He played the other shit in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how you has to specify the, and we all know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but
Yep.
I know how I had to distinguish it too. because
There's little shit number 1 and then the little shit number 2.
There's a little
slightly
shit in the
old-
north and
there's
little shit in the
slightly older
south.
shit.
There's this hard shit and there's also a loose shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
There, there's no way you can look at him and not be like, that's a fucking trickster right there. That's a little trickster.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%, and that's why my pick was Ewan Rian.
Yeah, finally. me and you
also-
match.
Also because when you look at Charlie Hunnam and Iwan Rheon, they look like antithesis of each other.
That makes
They
sense,
look
yeah.
similar enough, but they're separate enough as well. So yeah, I'm so glad.
Can you guys guess what my pick for
Did you do it too?
my Loki is?
No, he didn't. I know exactly. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, no, I knew
Matt
that as soon as it
Matt
wasn't
Smith.
Doctor Strange, I was like, well, he's not going to be fucking Thanos.
Can you imagine?
Matt Smith as Thanos.
A little trickster.
So right now, I've got a same pick with Sam and Connor, but Connor and Sam do not have a same pick,
I have
which
a
I really
feeling.
thought was
I
kind
have
of
a
be right
feeling.
here? Oh, no, me and
Maybe.
you talked about it before while Aaron was gone. I think we have a very popular
I
pick
think.
coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. I
don't-
well, no.
Now we're on Thanos.
Yeah, I don't know if this is... I had to get our guy fucking Stilgar, Javier Bardem.
That's a good one.
The voice, perfect.
Nice.
Just it's so intimidating too, even with if they have to put the mocap on him.
Yep. I went with another person who's more known for his voice than anything else, but can still be kind of imposing definitely in a mocap role. It's Keith David.
Okay.
Keith David has the voice for Thanos.
I can see that. I went with Ron Perlman.
Oh,
Yeah,
That might be
a
the pick.
voice. That's a voice.
that
right
might
there.
be the pick.
For those who don't know Ron Perlman,
Hellboy.
God help you. But
Fix it.
if he plays Hellboy, and I think he could just play that big bad of the universe. So
Yeah, agreed.
I think he has the face for it too.
Yeah.
All right, next we've got Ultron. We're coming into the final stretch here.
Our last villain. It's nominated for a supporting actor this year. I love him. Sterling K. Brown.
That's a good. That's a good pick.
Interesting.
He's got a good voice for the role.
He was on my list. Someone who, for my pick, someone who recently proved he could play villain and also has that kind of unsettlingly comforting voice that Ultron has in a lot of areas. It's Paul Dano. And I say this because of his role as the Riddler. And also, you haven't seen Spaceman yet, I'm assuming.
No.
But he does a really good job in that voice acting role of like this like unsettling, comforting, weird kind of. It just felt like Ultron to me.
Interesting.
Like he could do it. So
My pick for Ultron is a lesser known actor. He hasn't been starred in much, but it's Michael James Shaw. So he plays Mercer in The Walking Dead, latest seasons of The Walking Dead. He's the big guy in the orange suit. I don't know if you guys saw him, but
I'm
I think
looking at him now. He's jacked.
yeah, he's just big, and I think he has the voice for Ultron also.
Oh, he was in
So-
Infinity War. And Endgame. As whomst, though?
I think it was
like it.
Corvus something.
Ah, okay. I don't know who that is.
all right. Next we're dipping into the Guardians of the Galaxy here. For Star-Lord.
I think this is where we're getting some similar stuff.
I hope. How can I not pick Len Powell? He was. Yeah, there it is. Everyone wanted.
Yeah.
Every fan cast I saw had him as Captain America. I was like, that's uninspired. Let me get him in in the goofball role, because we've seen him as an action star. He's also very funny in Anyone But You, The Setup, a lot. Plus, he has in Devotion with the non-Top Gun Maverick
Plain movie.
fighter pilot movie in 2022. He does play more of a leadership role, which I do like.
Another character or another actor who's known for playing a leader and is
Cruise.
secretly jacked. Secretly just yoked. And also can be funny and just is a great leading guy, and I wanted to put him in here so bad. It's Daniel Radcliffe.
That's a stretch.
It's a pick.
No.
It's a pick.
No.
That's
Look
a
up,
stretch.
first off, look up
I know
how
he's jacked.
yoked.
I know
Yeah,
he's jacked.
he's
He's like
secretly
5'5" though.
It doesn't matter. CGI works wonders.
We have him in the platform shoes.
There you go. No,
Just be on
Daniel
his rocket
Radcliffe
shoes the entire time, so he can go
Yeah.
above everybody. And then, as you guessed from my reaction, I also have Glenn Powell as Star Lord.
There we go.
There we
Who
go. We
else?
hit the trifecta. We've all matched with each other at least once.
Yay! Although I really hope that our final pick is the same.
I think it will be. Actually, maybe not. I don't
Anyways.
know.
All right, Gamora.
His love interest wanted someone with some experience in hand to hand. It's recency bias as well. Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, that's a good pick.
I was gonna
like
pick
that.
that. I was gonna pick Zoe Kravitz. That's a good pick.
Imagine putting Sydney Sweeney there just so we could keep that the buzz humming.
Well, my pick. I'm actually gonna dip into Connor's list.
Oh,
Connor's list a little bit. Because my pick is Alicia Vikander.
who did you
That's a
have
good one.
originally?
Oh no, that was
did
my
you?
pick.
Oh,
the whole
did
time.
you? Oh, okay.
As soon as
But
you saw it.
he put Black Widow for Alicia Vikander. I think she can play a Gamora.
I think so. That's a good idea.
Very true.
My pick is Rosario Dawson,
It's another good pick.
mainly known
Good one.
for her roles in Daredevil, the original series, and then recently Ahsoka.
Yes, sir. All right, Rocket Raccoon. What do we got?
So you're looking for a voice. I honestly didn't care about like getting a name brand, but I wanted someone who is very well. He's definitely a name brand in his industry. Troy Baker.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
I love that you went with Troy Baker.
Oh.
I love that pick.
Well, and I was telling Sam because we did end up cutting Groot from the list. He was also my pick to voice Groot. I was gonna have him do both.
interesting.
That's good.
I like that. My pick, I went with someone kind of who can do similar to what Bradley Cooper did in the role. Kind of that gruff sort of voice. Can also be kind of funny, but has that kind of gruff voice to him.
Austin Butler.
Sam Worthington. Sam
Okay,
Worthington.
that's a good pick. Yeah,
That
I
is a
can
good
see
one.
that.
Yeah.
I mainly focused on voice acting for this, and who better voice actor than D. Bradley Baker?
Ooh.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
he voiced all the clones in the Clone Wars TV shows and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. If I had gone voice actor, I probably would have gone something like Troy Baker or D. Bradley. So those are good picks.
I feel like who sneaky could have been a good pick for that. Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh yeah,
I feel like,
that's actually
I feel like
that's
his
sneaky.
voice kind of it matches a raccoon. I would say, like if a raccoon could just speak to you, I feel like something along the lines of his voice would come out.
Interesting.
Next, Nebula. I don't know if I just forgot to write one down or if this was added late. So I was kind of scrambling. So this one I also don't feel super confident in.
This one is added late.
Yeah.
By the way.
So someone who at least I feel confident can handle hand-to-hand combat. Ana de Armas.
I mean, that's not a bad
That's
pick.
not a bad pick.
Yeah,
That
it's-
is solid, pretty solid.
Yeah. And she was in Blade Runner 2049, so I think she's cool having like a bunch of like makeup on her.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. My pick, I went with someone who recently has been in a role that has had like kind of a full like makeup and kind of outfit.
I think this is the same one as me.
It's
No,
Mary
never
Elizabeth
mind.
Winstead.
Never mind.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who played Hera in the Ahsoka series. Also, just kind of, I don't know. I just something about Mary Elizabeth Winstead that works for me.
Yeah, but she was good as a huntress in the Birds of Prey.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it.
My pick is a more common one, but it's Emma Stone.
That's a good one.
So I think she could do
That is
well
a good
with that.
And to wrap up our list, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Drax the Destroyer.
But you can't see him.
Can't see him. Well, you can't see him on my sheet too because it's whited out. But I think I hinted at it a bit with one of Sam's picks. Who else but Alan Ritchson?
Yeah. I had a feeling. Yeah.
Thad Castle himself. I think you could definitely handle more of like how Batista did more of like the sarcastic humor. I think Ritchson can absolutely handle that. And plus, he's just yoked out of his gourd.
Yep.
Interesting. I like that pick. My pick is someone who I thought kind of was like a hands down pick for Drax, and is very similar in stature, I guess, in roles that he's done. It's Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa, man, he's got it.
So for me, for Drax, I was probably gonna be another troll and pick another wrestler.
John Cena.
I was gonna pick John Cena originally, but I also picked Jason Momoa
Wow.
for Drax.
Jason Momoa is. Yeah.
You know who I was kind of debating it with, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna go Richardson. And it would have been recycling again. It was gonna be Winston Duke.
Oh yeah.
It's not
He's
bad
got the
either.
stature. He's also very funny, like in Nope, or not Nope.
Yeah.
Us. He was very funny in
Yep.
the lead.
Yep.
Is there any
Well,
after?
I'd say this-
I was gonna say after talking, would there? Is there anyone that you would change or no?
I think my vision. I think I will steal Fassbender.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'd probably steal Ron Perlman for Thanos.
That is also a good one.
I was thinking. I thought about this after, but I may have thought of Carl Urban for Iron Man,
Ooh, interesting.
but
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you like what you heard, leave a rating, subscribe, review, all that stuff on your favorite podcast platform. Let us know on Twitter who had the best recast. And you can follow us on Twitter at FilmboxPod and follow us on Letterboxd, where you can see all the movies that we watch on a week-to-week basis. We all have our own profiles there, and we kind of do our own reviews whenever we see stuff. Connor watches just every movie in existence on a week-to-week basis. So.
Well, I was gonna say because we talked about this at the end after the last show. Like I let you guys pick some movies that I watched for the week, and I got some options again. If you guys would like to wrap it up with that.
Yes. Let me just. I don't think I have anything else in the credits, so we can wrap. We can end it with
Thanks,
this.
Josh Woodward, for our music as well.
Nope, not using Josh for our
never
music
mind.
anymore.
Cut that.
Sorry,
No,
Josh.
no free ads. Unless you're Franny's.
Franny's sponsor us, please. Oh, we didn't talk about what we were drinking today. Franny's. I'm on the Franny's train.
Franny's. I did it. I convinced them.
I need to get Franny's. Missing
Yes.
out.
Franny's. I'm gonna tweet at Franny's.
Yeah.
What did you think of our recast?
Please. If you
Anyways.
sponsor us, I'll dump it on my head. You guys want to pick a
Anyways,
number
let's-
1 through 6?
1 through 6 now. All right, I'm going with 4.
I'm going with 2.
All right.
Come on.
I want to just say for some posterity's sake, the first time I was trying to see if they could get me to watch Lord of the Rings, or like just a movie that I haven't wanted to watch yet. They haven't, and they still haven't, because this was a trick question as well. I didn't put Lord of the Rings on this week.
Oh,
You guys picked Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, as well as
Interesting.
Amadeus.
interesting. What else was on the list?
Perfect Blue, East of Eden, The Seventh Seal, and The Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
Oh, that would have been a good pick.
That's why I watched Barry Lyndon. Yeah, I watched Barry Lyndon, and I meant to watch In the Mood for Love, but I did not.
Well, get ready for next week to hear Connor's thoughts on those two movies. And if you stayed to the end, now you know what's coming up next week. So with that, we will see you next time on the Film Box Podcast.
See you later.
So, yeah.